கொடுத்து அந்த இன்ஸ்டியூஷனில் வர தேங்க்ஸ் நோட்டெல்லாம் சொல்ல சொன்னாருக்கா. அவரே பேர் சொல்லிட்டாரு, அதை நான் சொல்லிடுறேன். எவங்கக்கா? இல்லை இல்லை வேண்டாமா, அது வேண்டாமாம்மா, அது வேண்டாமாம்மாக்கா. ஓகேக்கா, பார்த்துட்டு எனக்கு டெக்ஸ்ட் மட்டும் போடுங்க, நான் இப்போ ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுறேன். Hi everyone, hope I'm audible. Can you all hear me? Am I audible? Very good evening to all. Okay, so in this session, we are going to discuss about Codevita, TCS Codevita, as well as what is the question that we are going to, we are going to see a pattern of the questions, as well as what type of question that you can expect. Okay, so before getting into the session, we'll take a moment to thank TTPOZ member institution for giving this wonderful opportunity. So let's we are very much thankful for giving this opportunity. So especially let's thank Vijay Maya, who's president, Dr. Renikunda Ashok Kumar, vice president, Srinivasa Rao, secretary of TTPO. So thanks for the wonderful opportunities, and we'll get into the session now. So initially for first 15 minutes, we are going to discuss about what is the actual process of TCS Codevita. Okay, here we are going to discuss how it is going to work. Okay, what is all the process to get to the further steps in via TCS Codevita. Okay, so basically I hope, so TCS Codevita is organized by TCS. Okay, where it happens every year for any graduate student. Okay, so the only criteria that they all need is to have good coding knowledge. That is the only criteria that they have. Any students from any graduate can participate in TCS Codevita. Okay, so what is the basic purpose of this is to promote competitive programming and grow your programming skills. When you have good programming language, they will give you some task and it will help you to grow in the programming language. Okay, so it will help you to grow in your programming skills. Okay, so also top rankers get the opportunity to interview with the TCS for job offers. Okay, so if you are well performing in the, actually this TCS Codevita is not happening as job fair here. So it is the thing where it is happening for improving your code, improving your programming skill. It is an opportunity which is given to the students to improve their programming skill. It is not happening for the job fair as a job fair, but still the people who all crack the opportunity programming language in the top rank, they will be getting an interview option with the TCS and you can get job offers also there. Okay, so first Codevita was organized in 2012 in India to spread awareness about competitive coding and various application in codings. Basically, when it is 2012, people were not much aware of how coding is being important in the future. To make sure all the students are getting this, to know all the students wants equal opportunity, TCS Codevita was introduced, where students can go and get practice. They can participate from various region, various country, they can participate and they can get the opportunity when they really have good programming skills. Okay, so to create the programming language awareness, Okay, they have they have started to conduct the TCS Codevita at 2012 in India to spread awareness. Okay, so basically by using Codevita you can get the opportunity to prove yourself. Okay, you like certain things you will be getting as cash prize, as well as an opportunity to work with them, as well as if you are performing well, you can go with an interview and even you can get a job over there. So you have all these positive things about TCS Codevita. Okay, so now why participate in TCS Codevita? You will get a global ranking which will boost weightage in your resume. Okay, so whereas the TCS Codevita is not going to happen in a city, or it is not going to happen in a state. Okay, it is going to happen all over the country. Okay, so when you are getting participated in like global ranking platform, no, every country and every persons are getting participated in TCS Codevita, so which is a very very big platform where you all can go and participate. Okay, when you are participating you will gain n number of knowledge, like you like the questions that they are solving, all the things will create a immense knowledge, will build an immense knowledge in your coding part. Okay, so which will be boosting weightage when you are adding that experience in your resume, it will be boosting the weightage. Okay, basically because it is not something which is happening around the college or in our city or in our country. The TCS is happening all over the country, right? So when you are going and participating in, the question will be different, the way of clearing the problems can be different. Okay, so you will gain a new experience. Okay, so that is how when you are getting new experience, that it will build a weightage in the resume. Okay, so that is the first point. Second point, top 3 rankers will get a chance to win $20 of 20,000. Okay, so you can get converted to our country money. So to the US dollar, the top 3 rankers, okay, to the people who have participated all over the country, and after that who got shortlisted, and the top 3 persons, we'll see what is all the rounds. Before that, the top 3 persons will be getting the chance to win $20 US dollars. Okay, so participation certificate for those who qualify first round. Okay, so to the persons who all qualified to the first round, they all will be getting the participation certificate. Okay, so even participating in a global ranking Codevita is a big thing. Okay, so it will give too much weightage for your skill, as well as it will add too much weightage for your skill as well as in the coding part. Okay, job opportunity with world #1 organization as per 2021 listing. Okay, so as we discussed before, when you are solving the question or when you are doing the question, and if you got an opportunity to crack an interview with the TCS, you will get a job offer. Okay, so when you are attending TCS Codevita, you have 3 choices. The first choice is, like the first opportunity that you will get is, if you are cracking in top 3, you will be getting the US dollars of 20,000 and participation certificate, which is also a boost for your resume as well as in your skills. Okay, and job opportunity, when you are performing well, you can have an interview session, and if you are clearing, you will get a job offer with the TCS. Okay, so this is the reason why you want to participate in the Codevita. Okay, and we'll get into the what is all the rounds that we are going to have. As per, like, I hope you have 2 batches where you have selected certain, when you are filling this form for Codevita, we have selected certain regions, right, to go and attend. For example, let's take, so the zone 1 is completed for Chennai, Indore, Nagpur, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Pune and Trivandrum. For all these sessions, like when you are applying for Codevita, you must have selected a region to go and attend the round, no? So to the people who have attended in Chennai, Indore, Nagpur, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Pune and Trivandrum, 15th and 16th November, it has been done. Okay, to the people who gave the location Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore, Lucknow and Kolkata, it is going to happen by 29th November, right? So by 29th November, these base locations are going to conduct the TCS Codevita, which is Hyderabad, Delhi, Bangalore, Lucknow and Kolkata. Okay, so I hope zone 1 and zone 2 is calculated for separating the regions, I guess. Okay, so now let's get into the round. So the first round is said to be pre-qualifier round. Okay, so you have 6 hours online coding challenge, okay, where we are going to do the code for 6 hours, okay. So the coding will be started from so you have 6 hours. Okay, you have 6 hours of online coding challenge. You should complete within 24 hours at your comfort time. For example, it can be at the midnight, anything of your comfortable time for 6 hours. So your test will be starting from afternoon 3 p.m. So when it is, for example, let's take, if it is 24th of, it is going to get started. By 24th of 3 p.m. it will get activated. You can attend till 25th 3 p.m. Okay. So the test is going to activate it between 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. Okay. That is how 24 hours is being calculated. Within the 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. you can get your comfortable 6 hours and you can do your online coding challenge. Okay. Obviously it is not going to be the easiest one. It may, like, because it is going to happen in the global level, obviously, right? All over the country students are going to attend this and they are going to work on this program. So it is not going to be easy. And so within the 24 hours from 3 p.m. to 3 p.m. you can take any comfortable 6 hours and you can solve the question. Okay. If you qualified this round with good rank, there may be high chance to get an interview with TCS. Okay. For example, if you have cleared the first round, you may get a chance to do interview with the TCS. Okay, so this is your round 1. So after completing your round 1, you will be qualified to round 2. Okay, so the students who have cleared round 1 will be getting the certificates from the TCS where you can, which will add the value to your resume. Okay, so the second round is for round 2. To the people who have shortlisted from round 1 will be getting into the round 2. Okay, so the round 2 things are going to be shortlisted student from round 1 will get a chance to attend the round 2, yes, as we discussed. Again, you will be having 6 hours to complete this question. Okay, again you will be having 6 hours to complete the question, as well as again it is going to be difficult more than round 1, because round 1 is like base and after that you are getting into the next level. When you are getting into the next level, obviously you will be having the harder question than the round 1. Okay, so you will get 6 hours to complete question, but this time question will be difficult than round 1. Okay, the benefit of getting a good rank in this round is like a good hike, okay, and a chance to get allocated in the latest technology project. Okay, so when it comes to round 1, we had a last point, like if you qualified this round with good rank, okay, when you have solved all the most of the test case and if your logic was good, okay, you may get an interview with TCS, right? As like that, when you are doing even after completing the round 1, when you are getting into round 2, okay, even if you have done both the rounds good now, you have a chance to work with the latest technology project that is happening in the TCS. Okay, so which is not at all an easy opportunity. Okay, so when we are having good skills, we all can utilize this. Okay, so basically you have, like, when you are clearing the round 2, if you are doing it in a very good manner or if you are getting a good rank, you all can get allocated in the latest technology project. Okay, next, so when you have cleared both the rounds, okay, you will be getting into the round 3. Okay, so when you are getting into the round 3, you will get an invitation to any TCS campus for this round. So it is always going to be an interactive session on physical mode. Okay, it is going to be, as of now they have mentioned, it is going to happen in the physical mode. Okay, so you will get an invitation to one of any TCS campus for this round, and the participant who are from another country out of India, their expenses are held by TCS, whoever, not only from another country. Not only from another country, even if they are from India, Whoever coming to the campus for one-on-one interview, the interview which is going to happen in the physical mode, all the expense will be taken care by the TCS. So you don't have to feel about the expense that you are going to spend. Okay, so whenever you have a opportunity to go and attend the interview in the physical mode, you all have a opportunity, so they all will take care of your expenses over there. Okay, so the top 3 rankers will get a chance to win US dollars of 20,000. Okay, you all can calculate to your own money. Okay, so to top 3 rankers will get a chance to win US dollars when you have cracked all 3 rounds. Okay, so we'll go out in the descending order now. What is all the opportunities that you have? Okay, so when you crack third round, have completed the round 1, round 2, and when you have cracked round 3, you can get US dollar of 20,000. You all can calculate to your money. Okay, when you have calculated solved till round 2, you may get good working experience in the latest project. Okay, so if you have done with round 1, you may have interview with the TCS panel and you may get an position opportunity or working opportunity with the TCS. Okay, so these are the opportunities that you can work. Okay, so these are the things, that is, these are the levels that we have in the TCS, which is round 1, round 2, round 3. Round 1 is also going to be coding, round 2 is also going to be coding, which is going to be harder than the round 1, and round 3 it is going to be the physical mode, where there is also it is going to coding is going to happen. Okay, all the things in the Codevita is code programming. Okay, now how to clear Codevita. Okay, so you should, basically it is not going to be the basic question or like FOP question, fundamentals question, not even data structure. Okay, for sure you will be getting from algorithms, data structure and algorithms, and problem solving skills. Okay, where they are going to see how you are going to solve a question, what is the logic that you have used. Okay, how can you crack this with the simple time complexity, space complexity, all the, how we are handling the complex, all these things are going to be happen. And another one thing is time management, within the given time how we are going to work with that code, that is the another one important thing. Okay, so good speed in writing code comes up with the brute force and optimized solution, where you are going to use optimized logic and optimized solution to give a optimized solution. Okay, so these are the things when you are keeping, you should work on when you have to clear Codevita. Okay, so remember one point, it is not going to be the basic things. Okay, can you hear me now? If I want to increase my volume more than this, let me know in the chat. Okay, so comes up with the brute force and optimized solution. So these are the things that you should keep in mind when you are going and solving a question in the Codevita. Okay, so I hope you all have registration link. If not, please make a note of it. So hey, you all can take registration link of Codevita. I hope you all have done. So which is https codevita.tcsapps.com. So just give me a minute, you will be getting this on screen. Click a picture, and I hope you all have done with the registration, but still you all can make a note of it. Okay, so now let's solve an example question. How you are going to get the question over there. Okay, we'll solve an example question now. So the question that we are going to solve is now even sum permutation. Okay, so which is going to be in the related of DP. Okay, so we are going to solve even sum permutation. Okay, I hope you all can see the question now. Okay, given a set of three numbers, low, high, and which is a lowest point as well as the highest point, and you will be given an n point. Okay, so what you are going to give here is choose n numbers from the range. You can choose n numbers, okay, which is from low to high. For example, if the low is given from 5 and high is given from 9, okay, and the n is given as 3 here, okay, how many elements you can choose here? You can choose from 3 elements from there, okay, such that some of those n number is going to be evens, okay. For example, let me open a notepad now. I hope you all can see the example now. Yes. Okay, so we are taking the lowest number as 2. Okay, I am. Okay, so I am giving the lowest number as 2 and highest number as 7. Okay, so the given element is 3. Okay, so you are going to take 3 elements between 2 to 7. Okay, and when you are adding those 3 elements, you should get only even sum. Okay, so that is the question which is given here. Okay, so when you are adding 2 plus 7, will you get even sum? No. So the possibilities can be when you are having 2, you can take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so you are going to calculate how many possible elements that you can take, right? You can take 2, 3, 2 plus 3 gives you 7. Okay, in between you can take only 3 elements. So all these elements are going to be have only 3 elements. So for example, 2 plus 3, 5. So let's take 5 plus 2 again. This is one possibility. When you are adding all these elements, you will be getting only the even number as your answer. Now let's check. 2, 3 and 2 plus 3 is 8. Again 5. So again it is 10. Alright. So when you are adding some of these elements, again you are getting as even as your number. Let's get 2, 3, 2, 4 and let's take 3 now. 3 plus 4 is 7. 7 no. Then 6 plus 4, 10 and 10 plus 2, 12. So as like this, you are going to check how many possible ways are there to find the possible permutation. That is the question that we are going to do now. Okay, so I hope you all have understood where in between the numbers within the range you are going to add all the elements and you are going to check which one, like when you are adding whether you are getting the even number as your answer now. Okay, so that is the question which is given here. Given a set of 3 numbers, low, high, where n is the subset that you can take here. Okay, choose n numbers from the range low, high, such that some of those numbers should be even. Okay, when you are adding 3 numbers, you should get the even number as your answer. Okay, when you are different 3 elements from 3 to 5, the within the range which is given there. Okay, find the number of all. So like when it is permutation, obviously you all will be checking with the possible permutation whose sum is even. Why you are dividing it with mod of 10 power 9 plus 7 is you are going to make sure that even if you are getting the large number, it is not going to affect you anyway. Okay, when you are doing mod of 10 power 9 plus 7, even when you are getting the large number, it will not affect you anyway. There was large number. Okay, that is the reason why we are doing mod of 10 power 9 plus 7. Okay, so can you all understand this point? For example, let's take an example here. Note, a number can be chosen multiple times. They didn't give the option like it should be given for only one time. For example, they have given the range 2 to 5. It is not supposed to take like 2, 3, 4. No. When you are adding 2, 3, 4, you may get even. It can get repeated. Even after getting repeated, you should have a choice. 2, 2, 2. Yes. 2, 3, 2. No. Again, 2, 3, 4. Is it possible? No. 2, 3, 2? Yes. Okay, so what you are going to do here, you are going to get all possible things, all possible combination even by repeating the elements. Okay, so the first line consists of the starting point and low value, and ending point is said to be high. The next line has the value of n here. Okay, so now let's take, what is the starting point here? 4. What is the ending point? 5. Very easy. They have given only 2 things. How many opportunities are here? You have 3 possible permutation, because it is very simple that you have only 4 and 5, right? So when you have 4 and 5, you will be getting 2 options, where when you are adding, you can take 3 elements here, 3 combinations. Either any one of the element is going to get remitted. Either it can be 4, 4, 5. Because 3 element you needed, right? So when you are taking 4, 4, 5, you will be getting what? 4, 4, 5. So which is 8 plus 5, 9, 10, 13. So you can't take. When you are adding, you should get a element as the even number. No, so the answer is wrong. Now let's take another possible which is given here. You can take the repeated elements over here, right? So what you can do here, you are supposed to take 3 elements from the range, right? It can get repeated. 4, 4, 4. When you are adding the element repeatedly, 4 plus 4 plus 4, 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 4 is 12. Yes, so you are getting the answer. One possible way. Again, 4, 5, 5. 5 plus 5 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14. Yes, another one possible. Right. Next, 5, 4, 5. This combination. When you are adding 5 and 4, 9. 9 plus 5, again it is 14. Yes. Then 5, 5, 4. Yes. Okay, so when you are adding 2 5s, you will get 10. 10 plus 4 is always an even count. Okay. For example, when you are taking 2 4s and 1 5, it is not possible, right? Because when you are adding 2 4s, obviously you will get 8. 8 plus odd will always give you the odd. Okay, odd plus odd gives you even. That is the reason why you are choosing even with that. Okay, so when you are having even and even, okay, you will get even as your answer. But odd, you will get even as your answer. Okay, can you get the point? So the possible permutation that you all have here is 4. After getting the answer, you are making sure you are going to do mod of, which is you are going to do remaining of 10 power 9 plus 7 to make sure that is not exceeding the values. Okay. So the input is 2, 5, 3. So you are getting 4 as your output. If you have any doubts, let me know. Okay, so now what we are going to do here is all we are going to discuss now. Okay, basically, how can we get the solution now? How can we create a solution now? That is the thing that we are going to discuss now. Okay, so basically we have written a code to solve a combination problem. Okay, where you are going to select the integers from lower order to higher order, right? What we are going to do, we are going to select the integer from lower order to higher order, which is that number of taking elements is going to be the k size, right? So when I am adding all the elements, I am going to get the even number as my answer. Okay, so that is the thing that you are going to do now. Okay, so first what I want to do here, that is the question that we all have. So the first one is going to be, you should get the input from the user, where you are having 3 inputs now. Let's go for the main function now. So we have a main function here where L denotes the starting and H denotes the ending, where starting range, ending range, and K denotes how many size that you can take in between, so that when you are adding all these elements, you will be getting the even number as your answer. Okay, so when you're adding this, you will be getting the even number as your answer now. Okay. Now, we are declaring a variable, okay, O, to find how many odd numbers are there. As well as we are going to declare another variable to find how many odd numbers are there. Okay. So, how can you find how many odd elements are there? Okay. So, to calculate how many odd elements are between the range from 5 to 8 or whatever the range that is given there. Okay. For example, it can be from 2 to 7. The lower point can be 2 and the higher point can be 7. You are going to calculate how many odd elements are going to be there between 2 to 7. Okay. For example, let's take 2 to 7 means 3, 5, 7. So 3 elements are going to be odd. Okay. So we are going to calculate how many elements are there. Okay. Because only when we are finding that we can get to know how many, like we are going to take only even added elements, no? That is the reason why we are choosing that. Okay. Next, after getting all the inputs, we are going to find how many odd elements are here. Okay. Now, what we are going to do here, the formula is going to be, this is the first formula where even if the lower order as well as higher order. For example, let's take the range starts from 3 and ends in 7. Okay, when the range starts from 3, lower and higher is from 7, right? Both the ranges are not even here, right? So both are odd. So you will have a formula of to calculate how many odd numbers are there, which is O is equal to H minus L, which is starting point minus ending point, which is, for example, let's take 3 to 7, no? So the starting point is going to be 3 and the ending point is going to be 7. So what we are going to do, we are going to calculate 7 minus 3, which will give you the answer of 4, by 2 will give you 2. So 2 plus 1, which is 3. Okay, so between 3 to 7, you have how many elements here? 3 elements here. Okay, so only if it is range of elements, you can calculate how many odds here. Okay, if the odd starts from odd as well as if the odd ends in odd, you will have a separate formula. Okay. Next we'll go with what? Another else if, which is, for example, if the given element is also 2 and the ending point is also 8. Okay. So the starting point is also 2, which is even, as well as the ending point is also 8, which is even. So you are having another formula where you don't want to add 1 with that, which is H minus L, which is 8 minus 2 gives you what? 6. 6 by 2 gives you what? 3. How many even elements are going to be there? 3 even elements are going to be there. Okay. When your starting range is even as well as ending range is also even, your formula is H minus L by 2. Why? What is the purpose of this? Is to calculate how many odd elements are there. Okay. And then if the starting element is odd as well as ending element is odd, you will be having H minus L by 2 plus 1. That is to calculate how many odd elements are there. And the next one, for example, it starts in an even number and ends in the odd number. If it starts in an odd number, if it ends in an even number, you have another formula, which is H minus L plus 1 by 2. For example, from the given input, you have a formula like it starts from 4, but it ends in 5, where starting point and ending point doesn't work same, right? So starting point is even, but the ending point is odd. Okay, if both has same sequence, you have separate formula. As of now, you don't have same sequence, so we are going with the else part, which is 0 is equal to H minus L plus 1. Okay, for example, let's take a notepad now. So we all know where from the inputs your starting point L is going to be, lower point is going to be L, 4, and higher order is going to be 5. Where you can't make a sequence here. That is going to be just a 2-digit from, like you have k is equal to 3, where you are going to find 3 possible combination where it is going to give you the answers now, right? So we'll delete all previous ones. So we'll delete all previous one. So the starting point is 4 and ending point is 5. So now we are going to find how many odd elements are here, right? So when you want to find how many odd elements, you have 3 conditions. If it starts from even and ends in even, you have a formula. Is 4 starts from even? Yes. But does it 5 ends in even? No. So you can't get into that formula. Again, you have another condition where your starting point is from odd and ending point is from odd, right? As your starting from point is odd, no, the condition is not true. So you have a different condition where starting is in even and ending is in odd. So you are going to take a condition which is, what is the condition that we are going to use here? N minus, which is H minus L minus 1, which is 5 minus 4 is 5 minus 4 is 1. Again 1 plus 1 is 2. When 2 divided by 2 is equal to 1. We will check with the code now. Yes, are we getting this? So H minus L plus 1 by 2. Okay. So when you are calculating this, you will be getting the odd as 1 now. Okay. So we got the answer now. And after this, you are going to find the length. Okay, to find the even number. So what is the formula here? H minus L plus 1, where you don't want to do divide by 2 here. So we'll do that. So what will be the answer now? Length can be stored. Before doing 2, it is going to be 2. So your odd is going to be 1 here. Odd is going to be 1 here and length is going to be 2 here. Okay, have you all done? So can you all understand till now? Okay, so after this, we are taking an array list to store the count of the odd number and to count of the even number. Okay, so you have possible combination where you are going to store the array list. Okay, so let's like you are going to calculate how many odd elements are there in an array list, and another array list is to check how many even elements are there. For example, let's take an 2 array list in a notepad. Okay, for our convenience, we are taking like first we'll create an odd array list. Array list, actually I am giving it in an array structure, array symbol, but it is an array list. Okay, even array is going to be another one. So now we have created an odd array list as well as the even array list. So after calculating this, what we are going to do now? We are going to store the elements in the odd array and in the even array list. Okay, so what we are going to do, how we are going to calculate? So this is simple. First we are going to take an element. Initially the first element, the odd count is going to be 1. So I am calculating that. Here I am going to run till 0 to length. Okay, as it is a DP, always I will be taking plus 1 along with that, right? So dynamic program will be always working with plus 1, no? So as like that I am going to run from 0 to less than or equal to k. So actually I should run till k, but for dynamic programming, as we all know, we are going to take plus 1 structure. So what we are going to do here is 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I am going to run it for how many times? I am going to run it for 4 times, where 4 times I am going to run. How many odd elements I have between 4 and 5? 1. How many odd elements, even elements I have between 4 and 5? 1. So in my all array list, I am going to have 4 positions as of dynamic programming. So I am going to take only one element. The count of odd element is 1 and the count of even element is 1 for this question basically. So we'll make it easy now. So the odd element count is going to be, I am going to run it for 4 times, length plus 1. Okay, so I am giving it as 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay, as the count has only one element and even is also going to be 1. So if this is the case, then it is fine. But if this is not the case, you should have a formula there. So like if it is a sequence, we don't know how to calculate now. So to calculate that, we have a formula. Okay, initially all the elements from the starting is going to be 1. Okay, so all the element is going to be 1. So we are going to take a variable and keep it as 1. Okay, what is the odd count that you have here? For example, we are having odd count as what? We have, sorry, it's O. Odd count as 1. So we are going to multiply the range from 0. You are going to run from where? 0 to 4. Okay, and you are going to multiply it with odd count, which is 0 into odd plus 1. Okay, so 0 into odd plus 1. It goes on till like that. Again, if you are getting 1 into 1 plus 1, 2. So it keeps on incrementing if you have a sequence. When you don't have a sequence, it will not keep on incrementing, because 4 and 5 odd number is count as 1, even number count as 1. As we are going with DP, I am adding plus 1 along with that. Okay, can you all get the point now? Now, we'll get into the next process. Okay, so as of now, to calculate odd elements in a sequence, we took a formula which is into 0. Mod of P will give you the same value basically. The ultimate purpose of doing mod of P, what is it? P, 7 e power 7 into plus 7, sorry, 9 e power 7 plus 7, no? So, the purpose of giving mod element is to make sure your elements are not getting long values. So, it will be in the short values. Okay. So, that is the thing why we are using that. To calculate odd calculation, you have CNS into O. Okay. 1 into 1, 1. Again, every time it is going to be same as I have odd count as 1. For example, the calculated odd element as 3, all the array will be 3. If the even element as 3, all the even element will be 3. How many number of odd elements are there? It will be stored in the array list plus 1 size along with the given sequence. Okay, if the k is given as 3, I will give 3 plus 1, 4 array size. It is going to be array list, and I am going to store 4 times of how many number of elements are there. Okay, can you all get the point? To calculate even, I have len minus 0. What is your len? 2. 2 minus 1 is 2, 1. To get the answer as it is, I am giving like that. Okay, so I am going to store all the odd counts and even counts for k plus 1 times. Okay, now we are going to calculate what is the possible ways to choose odd. What is k here? We have 3. So we are calling the function now. Let's go and call the function. As this method is working with DP, what we are going to do? We are going to choose to work with an 2-dimensional array. Okay, and the last row is going to give the answer for you, the how many possible combinations are here. Okay, so we are going to check how many possible combinations are here. First, we'll create a 2D array now, okay, which is going to be, the k is termed as len here. So, your k is equal to 3. I am getting it as argument, so I will be getting len is equal to 3 now. Okay, I am creating, as it is a DP, I am going to work it with plus 1, right. So, I am giving an array name as choose here. Okay, and we are creating a 2D array. I am giving like this. Okay, where it is going to be in the size of plus 1, so it is going to be 4 and 4. Now, we are going to keep the index position here. How we are going to keep the values is all matters. When you keep the value, now done, that's it. We have done with the work, okay. So, because from last row we can calculate how many possible things, as we have solved in all many problems, right. So, what we are going to do here, first, what is all the index position that we all know in array? I am like, for this notepad purpose, I am giving like this, but all this is consider it as a whole array. This is going to be your 0, 0th row, first one, second one, and third one. Here, it is going to be 0, 0, 1, 2, and 3. This is how element is going. We are going to place the elements now. That is the big task that we all have. So, consider this as an one array. I have drawn an index position now. Okay. So, initially, like what we are going to do here is, we all have an NCR formula, you know. Okay. So, with that, we are going to keep all the elements now. Okay. basically we'll get into the problem now. After creating an array, we are getting into the next page. So you are going to start from for int I is equal to 0, because I'm starting from n plus 1. So anyway I am going to run till 0 to 3. Okay. I'm choosing like what I'm going to choose here is, as you all know the formula of NCR, NCO. NC0 is always going to be 1. NC1 is always going to be n. We all know this formula, no ma? Which is NC0 is always going to be 1. NC1 is always going to be n. Okay. So what we are going to do now is, we are going to keep all the elements now. Okay. Where I am going to start from I is equal to 0, I less than or equal to 3. After that, what we are doing here, we are keeping the elements which is I of 0 is equal to 1 by the formula of NC0, as well as I of 1 is equal to I based on the formula NC1. Shall we do it here? We'll open a notepad now, okay, and we'll give, like your I starts from 0. When it is 0, like I of 0, which is 0 of 0 is equal to 1. Yes. Next, your I gets, again you are keeping I of 1. What is I of 1? 0 of 1. So 0 of 1 is going to be what here? I. What is your I? 0. Okay. So next, your I got incremented to 1, which is 1 of 0 is equal to 1. So what is 1 of 0 here? We'll get down. 1 of 0 is going to be 1 again. Next condition, 2 of 0 it is going to be 1. And in next condition, 3 of 0 it is going to be 1. Now, let's come for 1 of 0. When it is 1 of 0, you will be having 1. I. When it is 2 of 0, what is your I? 2. So you will be keeping 2 here. Okay. When it is 3 of 1, you will be keeping your I. What is your I? 3. Now, we have kept all these values now. Okay. So, based on the formula of NC0 is equal to 1 and NC1 is equal to n, where that is how I am keeping the I values here. I hope you all can understand this. Okay, so after this, we'll check with the next process. Okay, now what I'm going to do here is, I'm going to calculate, keep the elements for all other index position. Now our next work is to find index position for all others. Now we have done with first twos, no? So next we are going to calculate that. Okay, so which is where the first two is done, 0 and 1 is already done. 0th row, 0th column is done. So we are going to start from 2. We are yet to do the 2 and 3. Okay, our ultimate, what is our ultimate goal? To fill the last row's last column. Okay, that is our ultimate goal. So we are starting from I is equal to 2, I less than or equal to. So what we are doing here, we are keeping I is equal to 2. Okay, and I less than or equal to len. What is len? 3, and j is equal to I and j less than or equal to 3. Okay, so where these all things are happened for 2 to 2, 3. Again 3 to 3, 3. To calculate index of 2 of 3, 2 of 2, 2 of 3, and 3 of 2 and 3 of 3, we are making this. Okay, so now how we are going to store the element is, we are going to place elements in choose of 2 of 3 equal to, by finding the diagonal value. How can you find the left diagonal value? By subtracting the I value as well as subtracting the j value, right? When you are subtracting the I value and j value, you will be getting I minus 1, j minus 1, you will be getting the corresponding diagonal, right? So you are going to choose I minus 1, j minus 1 as well as I minus 1. Along with that, I am going to take choose like the element of j minus 1 alone along with I. This is the calculation that I am going to do for all second row, second column, third row, third column, all these elements. Okay, like I hope you all have seen this iteration. Shall we do it in the array now? Where kindly check. So we are concentrating on last row's last column. Okay, so we are going with second row, second column, third column. third row, second column and third column. That is our ultimate goal over here. Okay. So what we are doing here is I am taking 2 of 3. Okay. To calculate the element, to place the element in 2 of 3, I am going to take, initially I am going to do it for 2 of 2. After calculating 2 of 2, I am going to calculate for 2 of 3. So to calculate 2 of 2, I should take what here? Okay. Now let's go and do it in the notepad. So I should, let's do one last row alone. For example, your I is equal to 2 now and j is equal to 2 now. How you will get? I minus 1, j minus 1. So you are going to choose, which is 1 of 1 plus what we are going to take? Choose of, again the array, choose of. Okay, so we are going to take j minus 1. What is your j? 2. 2 minus 1 gives you 1 plus I. What is your I value here? 2. Okay, this is how value is being chosen. Okay, so when you are choosing the value, what is in 1 of 1 now? What is in 1 of 1? Which is 1. So we'll take 1 plus what is in 1 of 2? The value of 1 of 2 is nothing. So it will be considered as 0. This 0 will be placed where? In 2 of 2. Shall we keep it here? In 2 of 2, I will be placing 1. Yes. So next I will be calculating for 2 of 3. When I am calculating for 2 of 3, I am going to take choose of 1 of 2, which is I minus 1, j minus 1, I minus 1. So j is going to be 3, so which is 2 of 3 plus what I am going to do here? I j minus 1. What is your j? Again, so which is c of 2 of 2. Okay, so what is in 2 of 1 and 2 of 2? What is in 2 of 1? 2. 2 of 2? 1. So which is 2 plus 1 gives you what here? You will get the answer of 3. Okay, so this is how we are going to calculate. So we will get the answer of, in here you will be keeping 3. After this we will be calculating for I is equal to 3 as well as j is equal to 3. Okay, so when you are calculating this, you will be taking the value of choose of 2 of 1. What is in 2 of 1? So the 2 of 1 is going to be 2. So it is going to be 2 plus, you are going to take j minus 1. What is a j minus 1? 1. 1 of 3. What is in 1 of 3? You don't have value, which is, it is going to be the value of 1. So which is 3. Okay, again you will be getting 1. So after finding all those formula, you have an array like this. We'll keep 0, 0 here, 0, 0 here. We'll remove all extra space to make sure the array is being sorted. Okay, so after finding all these array elements using the formula, we are, as I told, we are going to consider the last rows column. Okay, now we are going to go and check the formula, how we are going to take the element. Okay, so how we are going to take the element over here is, like, now I have calculated in possible way. Now I am going to run a loop from 0, run till k. Okay, now let's take an row. I have this array, so after this I am taking an I value. Let's take an I, again reinitializing, and you are going to run till 3. Okay, so shall we check what is all the formula that I am going to take? Yes, so the formula that we are going to take over here is choose of k of number of odds. First we will calculate the brackets, inner brackets, Noma. So what is the inner brackets that we all have? So the inner brackets value that we all have here is odd power store, which is the odd array. No, you are whatever odd array elements, in an odd array what we have stored? Number of odd elements. How many number of odd elements are here? 1. So wherever you are taking, it is going to be 1. In even, how many odd even elements are there? 1. So again you are going to multiply 1 into 1. So when you are doing 1 into 1, your answer is going to be what here? 1. Okay, so any place, from whatever place that you are taking, you will be getting the odd arrays as 1, even array as 1. So 1 into 1, 1. When it is 1 mod of that big value, again 1. Okay, now let's go. what is in the choose k of number of odd place. So what is your k? 3. Let's go and see what is in the 3 of 0. So what is in the 3 of 0? Which is 1. So initially what in the variable you are going to store t is equal to 1, and your loop will be incremented to plus 2 because you need only the even count. Okay, so your I will get increment to 2. Okay, so when it is 2 again, so when I is 2 again, what we are going to do here? Again I am going to calculate 2 of 1. What is in 2 of 1? 3. So in array is also 3 into 1. Whatever the array list element that I am getting, it is going to 1. When you are multiplying it with say 3. Okay, so you will be getting t is equal to 4. Okay, so from the output also you have same possible multiple formulation. Okay, so what you are going to do in the last work is, I am going to calculate the last row. This is all the possible thing that I have, where I am going to take the even positions by skipping it 2 times. I am calculating for even times, and I am adding it along with the how many number of elements are there present in the total sequence. Okay, so your answer, like at last by adding 1 plus 3 you will be getting 4, and when you are incrementing again 2 plus 2 will give you 4, which is index out of boundary, which is the condition will get false and it will come out, and you will be printing the t value now here. So the answer is 4 now. So if you have any doubts, let me know. The question is done. So this is the one form of question that may ask. Okay, this is a similar question to that. It has so much of complexity, it will take so much time to get to know the logic, what form that we can use, what is the optimist solution that we can use, all these things. Thank you for the session, guys.